theme is courage. And I love this quote. Jennifer von Amen, who many times takes my classes, sent me as kind of a mantra or an intention of sorts. And it's, I have the power, strength, and knowledge to handle everything in my life right now. I have the power, strength, and knowledge to handle everything in my life right now. So just kind of breathe into that. And we're going to do a little bit about courage and lifting the heart, really opening the heart. So begin by taking 3 deep ha breaths. And feel into your sit bones or whatever contact points that your body has with the surface supporting it. Feel the earth holding you of sorts. And from the base of the spine, inhale tall through the crown of your head. And drop your shoulders away from your ears. Soften the area around your eyes, cheeks, down through your inner ears. Release the hinge of your jaw. And allow your tongue to rest heavy in your mouth. Just here, just now, just this precious moment, sharing it together. And drop your attention to your belly. And simply notice as the belly moves with the breath. As it expands on the inhale. And releases on the exhale. Breathing in, lifting your heart. Exhale, releasing all the stale air. And begin to lengthen your exhales. Cueing the nervous system to calm. And perhaps dropping in to that exhale pause. Lingering there for a moment or two. Resting in the exhale pause. The pause between breaths, like the pause between thoughts. An opportunity to find stillness and peace. And make an intention for your practice today, whatever is right for you, with the theme of courage. Perhaps I have the power, strength, and knowledge to handle everything in my life right now. And just return to your natural breath while I read you a quote. It is okay to be at a place of struggle. Struggle is just another word for growth. Even the most evolved beings find themselves in a place of struggle now and then. In fact, struggle is a sure sign to them that they are expanding. It is their indication of real and important progress. The only one who doesn't struggle is the one who doesn't grow. So if you are struggling right now, see it as a terrific sign. Celebrate your struggle. That's by Neil Donald Walsh. And as you're ready, raise your gaze or open your eyes. And for our breath today, many of you know this, we're going to do the 4-2-8-2 breath. It's called the Buteyko breath. And it's used many times for people with respiratory problems, for people with asthma. And I know with the pollen and everything going on right now that we could use kind of more breath in our lungs. And the more breath we take in and hold, the more breath and toxins, carbon dioxide, that we exhale. So it's an inhale for the count of 4, a hold for a count of 2, an exhale for a count up to 8, and then holding the air out for 2. So let's begin and just doing together, and then you'll continue at your own pace. So start with an inhale of 4, holding at the top for 2, exhaling slowly and smoothly up to 8, whatever it is for you. And then holding the breath out at the bottom for a couple counts. And continue in this way without efforting. So inhale 4, lifting your heart. Holding for 2. Exhaling for up to 8. And then holding at the bottom for 2, continuing at your own pace. Smooth, easy breaths. And as you're ready, releasing the breath. And just noticing what's here for you in this moment. And moving things off your mat, coming down to your back. And moving knees side to side, knees into your chest. And fingertips on your knees, circling in one direction. And the other. And hugging your right knee to your chest, left leg straightens, circling that foot. And in the other direction. And grounding down that foot, pressing, shifting hips an inch or two to the right, arms wide, gently turning toward the left. Head gently to right. Big deep breaths, belly, chest, upper lungs, really releasing on the exhales, lifting your heart on the inhales. One more big deep breath. And come back to center, shifting hips back to center, left knee into your chest. And circling that left foot in one direction. And the other. Rounding down through left, that foot, hips shift toward the left. And rolling toward the right. Head gently turns toward the left as is comfortable. Big deep breaths, belly, chest, upper lungs. One more big deep breath. Head back to center, body follows. Hips back to center, knees towards your chest. And feet on the floor towards your hips in constructive rest position, arms at your side. Begin with some pelvic tilts. So inhale, your pelvis tilts forward, your belly and chest lift. And then on the exhale, your back begins to flatten towards the earth. Inhale, lifting that belly and heart. Exhale, gently press. And one more like that. And then ground through your feet on your next exhale and gently press up, using your glutes, pressing your hips up into bridge. Big 3-part breath, belly, chest, all the way to the upper lungs. Really lifting that heart. Pretend there's a spring attached to your string attached to your heart. Really lifting it up and then releasing glutes and lowering. And 2 more like this. On the exhale, grounding through your feet, pressing with your glutes. Big 3-part breath. Lifting your heart, chin towards your chest to protect, lengthen your neck. Coming down, releasing your glutes. And then one more like that, staying up for 3 breaths on the third one. Feet grounded, heart lifted. Big deep breaths, releasing on those exhales, letting go. And after your third breath, slowly coming down. And knees into chest. And let's do dead bug for our core today. So knees over your hips, shins parallel, elbows over your shoulders. All the while we do this, pressing your belly towards the earth. So exhale as your opposite arm and leg raise towards the ceiling. Inhale, release. Exhale, opposites go toward the ceiling. Inhale, release. Perhaps notice, are you using your face or jaw for this exercise? See if you can relax your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Just coming from the core. A smile is always the best way I find to release. Really pressing that belly to the earth. You can always stop before I suggest. Knees towards your chest, rolling a little side to side. And now, windshield wipers of feet, mat width apart on the edges of your mat. And just gently allow your legs to fall side to side, slowly with the breath. And then as your legs fall left, leave them there. And then crawling your right fingers up behind you, reaching up with that right hand and away as you press down with your right knee, press down and away, really breathing into that whole right side of your body. Belly, chest, upper lungs, lifting your heart. One more breath. And releasing down. And then letting them fall to the right. Left fingers crawl up, reaching your left hand away from your left thigh and knee, pressing down and away. Big deep breaths, belly, chest, upper lungs. And head, body, come back to shoulder, knees towards your chest. And rolling over to hands and knees. Knees under your shoulders, knees under your shoulders, knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders, rounding down, start with some cat-cow, releasing the energy of the spine, moving it around, increasing its flow. And then coming back to center, we're going to do another core exercise for strengthening knee to nose. So on the exhale, your knee comes toward your nose. And then your inhale, the leg goes back and either toes to the floor, or you can lift that back leg if your back is feeling okay. So exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifting that back leg or toes to the floor. Exhale. Inhale back. One more on the side. And coming back to center. And switching sides. So left knee towards your nose on your exhale, and then inhale, leg goes back, either toes to the floor or lifting that back leg. And repeating on this side. And last one. Knees come down. And then circling your hips in one direction. And the other. And grounding down through your handprints. We're going to go into a plank of your choice. So you could do full plank if that's your normal practice. You could do a elbows down plank like I do to save my shoulders, or you could do a simple knees up plank, which is just as effective. So grounding down through your knuckle prints. I'll show you the knees up. So you're on your toes for your feet, and then you make a cat belly and then lift your belly as you lift your knees. And just count your breath. So whichever plank you are in, choosing which one works best for your body, or pressing back to child's pose, or doing something different if this doesn't work for you. If you are in plank, heels go back, crown and head reach forward, looking straight down to protect your neck. Belly really pressing up towards your spine. I like counting my breaths out loud. It really helps with the breathing and concentration. No, you can always come down whenever you choose. Building strength in your body. Plank is one of the best poses for full body strength, inner strength, outer strength. And pressing back to child's pose, whatever pose of comfort. Help release the low back. And then we're going to work our way towards standing. So if you choose, you can go through down dog to a forward fold, or just come back on your toes, bending your knees a lot. Feet about hip width apart into a forward fold, knees bent to protect your low back. Simply allowing whatever's not serving you to roll off your shoulders or out of the crown of your head. Letting go on your exhales. And then ground through your feet, engage your belly. And slowly come to standing. Pausing in mountain pose. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Except simply allow yourself to be in this moment just as it is. No judgment. Just being with what is as it is. I have the power, strength, and knowledge to handle everything in my life right now. Courage. So feet hip width and parallel, knees bent. You can put your hands on your thighs. Really sending those sit bones back like you're about to sit on a chair, but it's not quite there. Really send them back. Now ground through your feet, pressing your knees out towards your pinky toes. Engage your belly, lift your heart, and then arms can come to wherever they're comfortable. They can be in front of you, they can be to the side, they could stay resting on your thighs. If you really want more of a increased heartbeat, you could lift them up overhead. Depends what your body needs right now. Shoulders on back, reaching for the chair that's not quite there. 1 or 2 more big deep breaths. You can always stop before I suggest. And then ground through your feet, arms come up, reach towards the sky, and come back to your heart. Chair pose. And now we're going to go into warrior one. We're going to do some warrior poses to help build strength and courage. So stepping your left foot back. So your feet are about at least hip width apart. So on my size mat, my right foot is towards the right side of my mat and my left towards the left. And just hands on your hips, legs begin straight. And then inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Pretend I'm pressing a block against your back thigh and you're pressing into that block. And then your front knee comes towards your pinky toe. You can do this a few times. So inhale, straighten the legs, tall spine. Exhale, deepen that front knee towards your pinky toe. And notice if you're going over your toes, past your toes, widen your stance a bit. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. And one more time, and then we're going to stay in the bent knee position. Inhale, exhale. Now pressing back through your back thigh. Press through the outer edge of your back foot. Engage your belly. Inhale, tall. And then arms come up like you're holding a big beach ball. So ground through your feet. Engage your belly. Inhale, lengthen. And relax your face and shoulders. Now really ground through the 4 corners of each foot and feel the strength in your legs. Provide freedom in your upper body. So perhaps you could do a dance with your upper body, whatever movement feels good, and feeling the strength and groundedness that your feet and legs provide. And then arms back up tall. And then with your left hand, with your right hand, find your left wrist. Inhale, lengthen, and side bend to your right. Big deep breaths. And inhale, tall. Arms come down. And switching sides. So again, feet at least hip width apart. Starting with legs straight. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Pretend I'm pressing that block against your back thigh. And then exhale, bending front knee. Inhale, lengthen, lifting your heart. Exhale, bending that front knee. Inhale, straighten, lifting your heart. And then one last time, bending, staying there. Grounding through your feet. Pressing through the outer edge of that back foot, all 4 corners of each foot. Engage your belly, lift your heart. Arms raised like holding a big beach ball. Feeling the strength in your legs. Provide freedom in your upper body. Face relaxes, shoulders relax. Really feeling that grounding and strength, and doing a dance as you choose with your upper body. Letting your legs and core support you. And then arms come up. And using your left hand to find your right wrist, inhale tall. And side bend to the left. Big deep breaths, belly, chest, upper lungs. One more big deep breath. Inhale tall. And then arms come down. Feet come back to parallel. And bending your knees and just doing either a hula or shifting your hips around, whatever feels good to release your hips and low back. And now for warrior two. I'm going to put my mat at an angle so it's easier to see. So first come wide. So you've got wide legs, as wide as they can go. And then your front foot, whatever you choose that to be, comes parallel with the long side of your mat. And then your back leg, you step back, your heel back, so that your front leg is forward, foot forward, and then your back leg's at about a 45-degree angle. Toes towards the outer edge of the mat. And then ground through your feet, engage your belly, and just gently lift your arms. Relaxing face and shoulders. And again, pretend I'm pressing a block against that back leg, pressing that back leg back, front knee towards your pinky toe. Really ground through your feet. Engage your belly, lengthen through the crown of your head, and soften your upper body. Soften your arms like they're wings of a bird or feathers. Feel the strength in your legs and core. And your back arm comes down to your back thigh as your front palm comes up into goddess. Really feeling the strength in your legs and core. Freedom in your upper body. You can move as you choose. And then have that top arm, forearm rests on your front thigh. Stack your shoulders. And then press down through the outer edge of that back foot. Front knee toward your pinky toe. And your arm can raise up or over your head in the other direction of your back foot. Whatever is comfortable for your body. Again, feel the strength in your legs. And as you're ready on the next inhale, inhale tall to standing. And then arms come down. And you could heel toe together before we change sides. Again, releasing the hips. And so switching legs or turning around the other way, whichever works for you. So front toes point forward, back heel back so it's at a 45-degree angle. Inhale tall, pressing that back thigh against a block. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deep and towards that front pinky toe. Ground down through the outer edge of that back foot. Four corners of the front foot, belly engaged. Inhale, tall. Arms come up like wings of a bird. Relaxing face and shoulders. Maybe even into a smile. Warrior two. Again, feeling strength in your legs and core. Providing freedom in your upper body. And back palm goes to your back thigh, front palm coming up into goddess. Feeling the length from your front hip all the way to your fingers. And then that top arm comes down. Your forearm rests on your front thigh. Open your heart, stack your shoulders. And then that top arm can come up or over, away from that back heel. You can press down more on that forearm to open even further, lifting your heart. One more big deep breath. Beautiful. Inhale tall to come up. And then heel toe your feet back together. And again, do a little hula to help release the hips. And so you might want to be closer to a wall if you choose, but the next pose, just watch first. It's called Warrior Three. And so if I ground down strongly through one foot, so I ground down through the corners of the foot, it's almost like tree. You're sending roots into the earth. And I'm kind of lifting up on my toes on my other foot, belly engaged, inhale tall. And then as I come forward, this back leg is going to go back and help counterbalance as I go forward, trying to stay in a straight line. And then you're going to lift to come back up. So let's all start together. So starting by grounding into your right foot. Inhale tall. Kind of lift up on the toes of your left. Arms can go wide as a counterbalance. And just gently let that back foot move back and up as you stay in a straight line and your heart lifts going forward. Takes concentration. I'm feeling every muscle in my leg move. Beautiful. And then on an inhale, come back to center. Beautiful. That was great. And then again, shifting your hips. And then moving to the other side. This is an advanced move, so I'm impressed. So grounding down through your left foot, sending roots into the earth. Inhale, tall, belly engaged. And then gently, you can have your arms wide. And then gently that back, your right foot goes back. Counterbalance as you bend at the hip crease, coming down. Noticing if one side is different than the other, as with me. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, grounding through that foot to come back. Nice. And then shifting your hips. And let's do a horse stance to stretch our shoulders. So feet are wide, toes pointing out away from you, and hands on your thighs towards your knees. And then just gently straighten one arm at a time, lengthening through that side body. So you're really stretching your hip away from your shoulder, lengthening. Beautiful. And as we get ready to come down, let's end with 3 lion's breaths. So as you're ready, knees really soft, sit bones a little bit back, arms in goalpost. Big, deep inhale. Ah, nice. Ah, last one, like you really mean it. Ah, beautiful. And slowly working your way toward the floor. And bring your knees towards your chest with a really tall spine. So you're kind of on the edge of your sit bones. Inhale, tall. Now this is called boat pose or Navasana. So you're gently going to lean back onto your sit bones. You can release your legs, and then you could be fine right here. If you want more challenge, you can move your legs a little further away. Not much further away. If you have any low back issues, keep your knees closer. Big deep breaths, counting your breaths. And now a big belly laugh. I'm coming back to center. Feeling that strength within. We really energize that solar plexus and the first 3 chakras. Really nicely done. And then lastly, coming to your belly. And we're going to open up. We did a lot of heart openers. Let's open up the back a little bit. So start with arms very wide in front of you, palms to the floor, forehead to the floor, and then isometrically drag your hands towards your torso as your torso goes forward, and then just gently lift your head and shoulders just a little bit, breathing into your upper back, feeling your heart melt towards the earth, really expanding on the inhale, sinking on the exhale. One more breath like that. And then lowering to the floor. Spider fingers outside your shoulders, so elbows up in the air. Again, isometrically drag your torso forward along the floor, and then gently up. This time really bringing the breath into your mid-back. Big deep inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lifting your heart, dragging your torso away from your back. The way up and the way down. And one more if you have it. In. Nice. And gently lowering. And perhaps turning your head to one side. Feeling the support of Mother Earth. And then switching sides. And lastly, preparing for Cobra. So handprints on the side of your chest, elbows in the air, toenails down. Again, isometrically drag your chest forward and you're rolling a marble away with your nose. Gently lift your heart. And then same thing on the way down, lengthening through the crown of your head and then rolling that marble back. 2 more like this. Really lengthening through your spine on the way up and the way down. And on the last one, staying up for 3 breaths. Again, lengthening through your spine, through the crown of your head, lifting your heart, feeling the strength and courage within. And as you're ready, lowering and pressing back to child's pose. Allowing your low back to release towards your heels. And your heart to melt towards the earth. Really letting go. Your heart melts like butter. Letting go on your exhales. I have the power, strength, and knowledge to handle everything in my life right now. And as you're ready, slowly transitioning to a restorative pose of your choice. Whatever would feel good to your body right now. If you wanted more heart opening, I'd recommend rolling up a blanket and putting it underneath your shoulder blades. I'll demonstrate that here. Or your legs up the wall. Whatever your body needs in this moment. While I read you a poem. This is called Manifesto of the Brave and Brokenhearted. A good friend gifted me a book for my birthday last year called Rising Strong by Brene Brown. And it was an amazing book that was just perfect for me at that time. And so this is a poem from that book. There is no greater threat to the critics and cynics and fearmongers than those of us who are willing to fall because we have learned how to rise. With skinned knees and bruised hearts, we choose owning our stories of struggle over hiding, over hustling, over pretending. When we deny our stories, they define us. When we run from struggle, we are never free. So we turn toward truth and look it in the eye. We will not be characters in our stories, not villains, not victims, not even heroes. We are the authors of our lives. We write our own daring endings. We craft love from heartbreak, compassion from shame, grace from disappointment, courage from failure. Showing up is our power. Story is our way home. Truth is our song. We are the brave and brokenhearted. We are rising strong. And as you are ready, begin to prepare yourself for the Yoga Nidra portion. In whatever position is most comfortable for you. If you're not comfortable on your back, you could lie on your side. You could sit in the chair. Do whatever is best for your body. Honoring what it needs today. Yoga Nidra is something you do. It's not something you do. It's something you feel. A sense of light sleep with awareness. As you are ready, begin with 3 deep ha breaths. Releasing your body into the surface, supporting you. Perhaps feeling like you're being held. Letting the body soften, softening the area around your eyes, jaw. Relax and broaden the area behind your upper front teeth, your upper palate, creating space like a big inner smile. Allow your tongue to rest heavy in your mouth. Feel your body releasing into gravity. Releasing into the earth. Listen to the sound of your breath in your nostrils, in the back of the throat, your chest. Become still enough to be able to feel your heartbeat. Become even more still to hear the sound of your heartbeat in your ears. Feel the whole body just resting in a growing sense of peace. Now begin with each exhale to mentally count backwards from 10. Next, exhale 9. Next exhale, 8. Each exhale is like peeling away another layer of an onion. The closer to 0, the more the mind and body become aligned with complete ease. And letting go of counting, feel you are resting in complete ease, total stillness, in peace. And into this stillness, create an atmosphere of gratitude for everything and everyone that has brought you here to this moment. Grateful for all actions and decisions that have led you to the present. Feel the deep presence of gratitude in every fiber in your being. And into this fertile soil of gratitude, plant the seed of your intention, your sankalpa, your heartfelt desire, whatever you're deeply committed to having more of in your life. Repeat your heartfelt desire to yourself 3 times with absolute certainty that it will come to pass. Affirming it with your entire body and mind as true in this moment. And now you're going to start to move attention through your body. No need to concentrate, just listen to my words and see the body part or feel the sensations of the body part I described. Move your attention to your mouth, tongue, teeth, jaw, lips, the space between the lips, cheeks, nose, right ear, left ear, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, your whole forehead, both temples, top of the head, back of the head. Bring your attention to your right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, the palm of your right hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, your right shoulder, underarm, right side ribs, waist, hip, groin, your upper leg, kneecap, lower leg, your right foot, and all 5 toes. Move your attention to your left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, the palm of your left hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, your left shoulder, underarm, left side ribs, waist, hip, groin, your left upper leg, knee, lower leg, the left foot, and all 5 toes. Bring your attention to the back of your head, your left shoulder blade, right shoulder blade, left buttock, right buttock, left heel, right heel, your forehead, both temples, roof of the mouth, throat. Sense your collarbones, both sides of the chest. Sense your navel, abdomen. Sense your entire right leg, your entire left leg. Sense both legs together. Sense your right arm, left arm, both arms together. Sense the whole front body, the whole back body, the head, the whole body. Be aware of the whole body. And bring your attention to the breath. Breath ascends on the inhale and descends on the exhale. Through your nostrils, feel the breath rising and falling. And begin to see the left and right nostrils as 2 separate flows. And begin to practice mental alternate nostril breathing. Sense the breath rise through the left nostril, then descend through the right nostril. In the right, out the left, in the left, out the right, in the same, out the other. In the same, out the other. No need to try, just feel and relax. And now begin counting backwards with your alternate nostril breathing from 27. Inhale left, 27. Exhale right, 27. Inhale right, 26. Exhale left, 26. Inhale left, 25. Exhale right, 25. Continuing in this way at your own pace. No worries if you lose track, just start again at 27. Alternating the breath and counting. And letting go of counting. Does not matter how far you have gotten. And bring your attention to the space directly in front of your forehead. Find the empty or black space about 6 inches in front of your forehead. This is where we learn to decompress the unconscious, learn to see it unwind. Remain effortless and quietly watch the scene unfold, like you're in front of a big screen watching a movie. No worries if you don't see anything. Trying just gets in the way. As relaxation becomes more complete, different images or patterns of light or colors may emerge out of the emptiness. The key is to relax as an impartial observer. And coming back to the present, awake, aware, and deeply relaxed. Imagine that the body is very cold. Your body temperature is dropping. Cultivate a feeling of coolness or cold. Now imagine heat. The body is warm all over. Cultivate a feeling of warmth. Now imagine the body is very heavy. Your head, chest, back, even the eyes. The whole body is heavy. Grow the feeling of heaviness. And now feel the whole body is weightless. Feel the space under each body part, touching the surface underneath you. Imagine a 1/4 inch space between your body and the surface beneath you. Grow the feeling of being weightless. Sense you are floating on the gentlest breeze. And bring yourself back to the present, awake, attentive, and deeply relaxed. With an open gaze in front of your eyes, visualize a tropical paradise. Bring to mind the aroma of your favorite fragrant flower. See a fine crescent moon reflected in a perfectly peaceful tropical sea. And recall the scent of your favorite fragrant flower. Smell the ocean air. Feel it against your skin. As you choose, gracefully and safely dive into this warm, peaceful tropical sea. Scattering the moonlight reflections on the sea into outward circles from your dive. Taste the salt from the sea on your lips. See a red sun breaking the horizon. Pale pastel colors of dawn and sunrise. Feel the sun begin to warm your basking body. Feel the soles of your feet walking across warm sand. Sense that you are completely serene and at peace. In front of your forehead, now look out onto a moonless night. See the evening star alone shining a silvery opalescent blue. Hear a fish splashing in the distance. The faint sounds of seabirds. Sense the gentle waves lapping on the seashore. And again, focus on the one and only evening star. Now let that image dissolve. Take the opportunity in the next few minutes to have the experience of being perfectly still on every level. The mind and body are perfectly still. Be perfectly awake and aware. And at the same time, feel completely relaxed and perfectly still. Allow yourself to be in this stillness. How still the body and mind can be. Perfectly awake. All the senses working at once. And perfectly still. So still that the pulse can be felt throughout the whole body. So still that the pulse can be heard in the ears. And into this stillness, Repeat your heartfelt desire, letting it echo throughout your entire body and mind 3 times, affirming it with your entire body and mind as true or becoming true in this moment. And again, move your attention to the space in front of your forehead. See a golden flame, an almond-shaped flame. Within it, observe a golden egg, a small golden egg. The ancient teachings describe the golden egg as your highest state of being. Merge with this golden egg. You are the unchanging presence in the center of your being. A perfect, vibrant, luminous golden egg. In your mind and in your heart, feel, I am that. And feel free to stay as you are for as long as you wish. Or if you choose, notice the fact that the body is breathing. Hear your breath. Feel the air coming and going through your nostrils. Feel your belly and chest rise and fall with the breath. With a sense of gratitude for taking the time to nurture yourself today. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Peace. Namaste.